What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. We are in the parking lot of our local Barnes & Noble right now, but it's not a Criterion sale month. That's not till next month, so stay tuned for that. Kino Lorber, though, is having a sale right now at, well, site-wide on their site, but also at Barnes & Noble stores. I saw some of these when I was in LA with Connor. They had some that were marked down over there. So we thought we'd go in and see what they have here.
Yeah, I've never even looked for Kino Lorbers in Barnes & Noble before,
I haven't either, because here at our store, they're just all mixed in with all the other movies.
So I really have no idea what to expect.
So I never look at them, but at their store, or at the store in LA, they were like separated out in like this separate display with all the Kino Lorbers. So it really got me thinking. I wanted to see what our store has, so we're gonna do a little hunting video, go in and see what they have inside. You guys are probably familiar with this store. We've done several Criterion videos in this store, but we're gonna leave the Criterion section today and look at the rest of the movies, and hopefully we can find some good deals.
Yeah, we're branching out. Let's do this.
Let's do it. All right, guys, here we are in the media section, and the first thing we saw right off the bat was this Arrow video section. They were doing some clearance, 50% off these as well. They had the big Mexico trilogy there, the nice big box set. Also, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., already on 50% off. A couple other standard titles, basket case there, the hardbox limited edition Carlito's Way. Looks really nice. Chronicles of Riddick, and a few other single titles that have come out recently. And there's your classic Mallrats. Has been there forever at this store. There's the Criterion section. Just one more month and we'll be back here digging through those. But we're going back to the standard movie wall today. And first thing right there, last year, Marion Bad, 4K, Kino Lorber, and Nostalgia from Tarkovsky. They got both brand new 4Ks. 50% off. Also, Cohen Media Group, which is also distributed through Kino Lorber. They had some contemporary classics from them as well, just a couple, but we did find a few of those. Lots of stuff to dig through. There's not many Kinos here, so we got to do a lot of hunting. Here's this big display that I always see every time I come here. I'm always tempted to start collecting these Studio Ghibli steelbooks. I have not done it yet, but maybe someday. Here's a little closer look at this big wall. There's a couple Arrow videos in there. And then here we go, finally finding some more Kinos. We've got Stalag 17, which I already bought last year. Wonderful movie by Billy Wilder. Fantastic movie to watch around Christmas if you haven't seen it yet. There's another brand new one, Cry Baby with Johnny Depp. I am tempted to buy French Dispatch because this is the only way you can buy it. It's just this bare bones Blu-ray. But I love that movie and I want it, even though there's no other release of it. Grace Found Bad Lieutenant, Harvey Keitel, brand new 4K from Kino Lorber. And we also found another Cohen Media Group, and this one was exciting. This is Io Capitano, which I did not see last year, but I heard from a lot of people that it was their favorite movie from last year. So I was excited to check it out. I never got a chance to see it. Should we pick it up? Grace Found Casablanca 4K in pretty good shape. Pretty pricey, but it was 40% off, so actually not too bad. And there is Al Pacino in Serpico, another new one. So they did have quite a few Kino Lorbers. You just had to look for them. There's another Arrow video, Scarface Mob. That came out, I think, several months ago now, but it was also 30% off. Also Redline 7000, another new Arrow. North Dallas 40, a football movie right there from Kino Lorber as well. I think that's a 4K. Then we've got Blown Away over here on the other wall. Another Kino Lorber release. And Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I was so excited that she found this one, but it turned out to be the Blu-ray and not the 4K, so I'm going to have to keep looking for that one. I really want the 4K of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Love that movie. Leviathan, another Kino Lorber up there. Dragonheart, not Kino, but a beautiful steelbook and a all-timer. Classic, great movie. There's another Blown Away up there on the top, and The Great Escape, which looks like it got its slipcover stolen maybe from some other collector. Burt Reynolds in The Longest Yard, another football movie. So there we go, Kino Lorber putting out all kinds of stuff. There's another one, a slipcoverless Live and Die in LA, and this Creepshow steelbook, which I've always thought looks amazing, but I know nothing about it, so I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but such a nice looking steelbook. Maybe someday. They have No Way Out, also Marathon Man, 4K. And a couple more here. Lady Killers, brand new one that just came out a couple weeks ago. We talked about that on the live stream when it came out, and then The Manchurian Candidate, which has been out for a while, but that's a nice classic one right there. Looks like a very nice looking slipcover as well. And we found a few more here. There's a Clint Eastwood film in 4K. Also Turbulence. I know a lot of people are excited about that one. Ray Liotta thriller film that came out just a few weeks ago. So yeah, we're finding a lot more than we were expecting to. There is Sudden Death, Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, and also Prime Cut with good old Gene Hackman right there on the front. Speaking of Gene Hackman, there's Narrow Margin right there. Another one. He was in a lot of these. For some reason, they've been releasing a lot of Gene Hackman films lately. Down on the bottom, Grace found Red Dragon. We just watched Silence of the Lambs for the first time last year, and Grace liked it a lot, so she was interested in this one. Don't know if it holds up at all to the original, but maybe it's worth checking out. They had the Dollars trilogy, or at least two of them, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and A Fistful of Dollars, but they were just the Blu-rays, not the 4K versions, unfortunately. And then Escape from Alcatraz, with no slipcover. They also had a couple Shout Factory releases, Fargo and Army of Darkness, also 40% off, so pretty good deal on those. There's Can't Stop the Music, and there it is, the beloved Criterion section, tempting us to come over and spend money over there. One final one here, brand new 4K In and Out comedy film, just came out recently, and some other Arrow titles. American Gigolo I was tempted to get, but it was pretty expensive, $60 for the 4K, but did have 30% off, so maybe we'll have to come back. But for now, let's head back to the house and see what we picked up. All right, guys, we are back at home, and we did pick up a few things, although not what we were expecting. They did have lots of Kino Lorber, much more Kino Lorber than I thought they would have had. We've never even noticed the Kino Lorbers at this store before because we're usually looking at Criterion, but there was a lot in there. We just had to hunt.
Mixed in.
Yeah, you had to do a lot of hunting. But we found a good bit, mostly the new 4Ks that have been coming out lately. I've been talking about these on my weekly Monday night live streams where we talk about all the new releases. I saw a lot of these coming through there. Lady Killers was one of those, which you were interested in. You almost picked up.
Yeah, I just didn't know enough about it. So if anyone knows about it, please let me know because I might go back and grab it.
Yeah, we almost grabbed the Dollars trilogy too, but a subscriber recently told me that there's a rumor that those are getting 4Ks from Arrow pretty soon. So I just held off just to see if that comes out. I don't need those right away. They had some Arrow stuff on sale too. There was some 50% clearance stuff.
Which what does that mean?
I don't know. It maybe means that they're not going to be selling Arrow stuff anymore. I don't know, because they had some other Arrow stuff back there that wasn't on the clearance. So they might keep Arrow around. And one of those was American Gigolo that just came out on 4K, which I am interested in, but I haven't seen enough. Let us know if you guys think that one holds up.
And it would have gone perfectly with our selections today.
Exactly. What a tease. What a tease. So we'll jump into the things that we got. A lot of Kino Lorbers there, but we actually found some different things that we weren't expecting. Paramount Presents. They had some Paramount Presents titles, which this is my first time diving in. I've been looking at their releases for years and very tempted to pick them up, but I've never done it, and I'm finally getting in on this collection. And my first one is Bringing Out the Dead, which just came out a couple weeks ago. This was actually a very good price. You see it says 44, but it said 30% off up there at the top. So we got it for just $30, so cheaper than Amazon, a little bit cheaper than Amazon. Very happy to finally find this one. These Paramount Presents releases are incredible. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside here if I can get it open. But this is a Martin Scorsese movie. Yeah. Paul Schrader, Martin Scorsese team up, just like Taxi Driver and Raging Bull. I have actually been interested in this since last year. I got really into After Hours last year. Yeah. You remember that? I watched it like 3 or 4 times, one time in the theater in 35mm.
And we dressed up as it for Halloween.
And that was our Halloween costumes last year. It was Griffin Dunn and Catherine O'Hara. Such a good movie. Someone, I don't remember who I heard this from, somewhere online, brought up Bringing Out the Dead. And it is similar to After Hours. It's not exactly the same thing. I don't even think it's a comedy. I think it's much more serious. But it's about Nicolas Cage, like being out all night, and he's a paramedic. And it's a similar kind of, if you're looking at just Martin Scorsese's filmography, they said, you should go there next, because that might be a good place to go after Hours. So I've been looking forward to this ever since then, and it didn't even have a good release. Like I don't even think it had a Blu-ray release. But then right after I found out about it, they announced a 4K. So I've been excited about this since they announced it, and it is a gorgeous release. If you haven't seen one of these Paramount Presents releases, they have slipcovers that go across the top. They have a nice silver spine. This is spine number 47.
Oh my God, there's that many?
Yes, we're way behind on these. but then they open up and then you get the original poster right there.
Oh, that's so cool.
Which is very cool. And the original poster dimensions. Same thing underneath. They use the clear kind of boutique style cases for these. I love the colors on this. This is, like I said, Paul Schrader. I've been very interested in his stuff. I like his Scorsese collaborations, but also we just watched Touch recently from the cinematograph release from Vinegar Syndrome. That was a very interesting movie. And also,
Truly.
we were just talking about American Gigolo. That's a Paul Schrader movie. That's another reason why I was interested in it. So these are great. I was so happy to finally find this for just around $30. And there's a ton of special features on here, including new interviews with Martin Scorsese, Nicolas Cage, and Paul Schrader. So I can't wait to dive into that. Gonna have to pop that one in soon, right after Spooktober is over. Right. So that was my Paramount Presents release. And you also grabbed one, the only two Paramount Presents in the store. And they just happened to be two things that we both wanted. So which one were you looking for?
And this is crazy.
Yeah.
So this is Primal Fear. And crazy story about that is last week we were in a store doing a haul.
In our last Blu-ray hunting video.
I was just going through the abundance of Blu-rays at 2nd and Charles. And I found this movie. I just like randomly pulled it out. Didn't have a slip cover. Didn't have anything. And I was reading the back of it. I was like, this sounds so up my alley. It has Edward Norton in it, Richard Gere, Laura Linney, Frances McDormand. Like, it's a crime movie. I was so into it. It was only like $4 there. And I showed DJ. He was like, oh, this is really cool. Let me like just see if it has a better release.
I looked it up because it was just a bare bones Blu-ray. I'm like, there has to be a better release of this. And there was. I just got one from Paramount Presents. And you're like, you're never going to get it. I was like, we'll get it. We'll get it. And you're like, you're never going to find it. And then
this happens all the time. I see something. He's like, but there's a better release of that. So we shouldn't get it yet. And then we just never get it.
Well, this one, I promised I'd get it. And here it is.
And
see?
then, like literally like the next couple days this happened and we found it in stores. And there's the poster. Young Richard Gere.
What a 90s looking poster. That is so 90s. These are both 90s films, 96 and 99.
But also, as we were saying, American Gigolo, that's the tie here, is Richard Gere.
Richard
so
Gere.
They're both related.
We should have got American Gigolo.
Have.
That was expensive, though. The 4K was $60. I'm excited. I hope I'm not getting my hopes up too high. Let me maybe temper my expectations a little bit in the comments if this is not that great.
Same. Because I'm really excited.
I'm excited to check it out, and that sounded cool too. You did pitch it to me. So we went looking for Kino Lorber. We didn't quite find anything that got our attention. I really did want the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but it was the Blu-ray instead of the 4K. So I still want to hold out for that one. But this is a great consolation prize that we found these really cool releases. We're in it now. We are starting to collect Paramount Presents, I guess. But we'll just continue to get the ones that catch our eye and that we seem really interested in. No need to be a completionist about everything. There's so much boutique stuff coming out right now. But love to see the studios putting out cool stuff like that. That's from Paramount. So that was just a quick haul video today. Just a couple items, but it was fun to go in and explore Barnes & Noble a little bit. We did take a sneak peek at the Criterion section.
Oh, always.
Because that is coming up next month. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to be doing lots of Criterion hauls through the month of November. Always enjoy doing those. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you guys for watching. If you really enjoy these in-store hunting videos, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you will. YouTube tells me that only 50% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so...
Calling you out!
Not saying you have to subscribe, but we would really appreciate it. And we're going to keep making these videos because we enjoy doing them. It's a great little pick-me-up on lunch break in the middle of work while we're working from home. So thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you down in the comments below. Until next time, keep collecting, and I'll be back with another video real soon.